Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. So this is a bit of a warning for those of you who do business with PayPal. So they have a policy in place, which, again, for those of you passing the 3,000 in orders, you're going to hit this thing. And it is a freaking headache if you hit this bad boy. So basically, if you sell one item, let's say you hit anything that basically hits the 3,000 threshold, means that any orders after that go on hold. So there's other ways you can actually ship out these orders. You can basically provide tracking information, which I'm doing right now. And the tracking information, basically once the item has reached destination, will basically release the funds. You will not get the funds released right away. They can do a temporary release funds, but they can only do it one time, and that's basically about it. Now, we got ours raised to $10,000. $10,000 is still not going to be high enough for us because if our contracts go through PayPal, it's not going to go well. We're going to basically cancel that out, and we'll be back to the nightmare of square one, which means that if an order goes through, imagine having that order being on hold or the whole order being on hold, and we can't get any of the money out to be able to process the order. So this is the headache that PayPal has put in place, which I don't know why you would even need this to begin with, because they never had this. I've been with PayPal over 12 years, and I have never seen it. They try to push that policy. It's always been there. No, it hasn't, because I've been with you guys for a long time. I've never made a YouTube video talking about this particular problem. So the threshold is that if you make 3,000 in orders, we make 3,000 in orders before the end of the month. So we could max it out on the 20th of the month or the 21st of the month, whatever. We can max out 3,000 orders. That means any orders that come over are automatically put on hold from the door. The only way you can release the hold is they say, well, you can go in and you can wait 21 days, which we're not going to do. You can ship out the item, which we do. Like I told you, want to ship out regardless. And when the item hits, basically, we get the money released back to your account. This is another reason why we are not doing any overseas orders. Again, because of this policy, makes it virtually impossible to ship anything overseas, because when you ship it overseas, it takes a while to get there. If it gets hung up in customs or something, that hold is going to stay on the account, and we won't receive a dime of it until either 21 days or either it reaches destination. And that's just too much. That's too much of a headache. So we decided we're not doing any more overseas shipping because of PayPal's new policy. Now, can you appeal? Yeah, I mean, can you appeal and get a higher amount? Yeah, you can, but if you get it or not, it depends on how long you've been with PayPal, how your account is standing. It has a lot of stuff that comes in, whether or not they approve you. Now, you're not approved right away. It's that they have to go through this whole process before they give you that approval, that they will raise the ceiling to allow you to be able to make more money, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like you're literally being penalized for making money. That's what it is. And even the people we talk to agree too. It's a stupid policy. I don't even know why you would have that in there. The thing that gets me is, and I'm mad about PayPal, is the fact that you have no problem taking your fees out of my money. We make you money, you take your fees out, but you put our money on hold. It's like you're basically controlling what we want, we can't do, and that's what I don't like. So I have banking accounts set up already. I went through yesterday, I went to set up a couple of business accounts, and we have Apple Pay, we have a different form of credit cards that we deal with. This is an option that sits on the website. When I'm ready to activate, I can go forth with, which I am going to go forth with in a couple of days. If PayPal continues down this road at the end of the year, we'll be terminating our accounts with PayPal. We won't be going near them again because this policy is an absolute nightmare for any merchant at the end of the day. The whole point of basically is trying to get your business to grow. If you're telling people, hey, look, if you hit that mark, some of your orders after that mark are going to going to freeze, then the merchant is going to be terrified whether or not if he's making too much money or not. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Now they gave me other options to be able to release money that could be on hold. There is, again, the tracking number you can send out. There's also some policy. You have to go through some policy paperwork in order to get it removed in 7 days. Again, it has to go through approval first. Or basically you can get an approval to extend like your credit line, or basically that glass ceiling to give you a $10,000, but they have to approve it first. Say if you don't get approved. If you don't get approved, that means you're now still stuck in the 3,000 threshold. which means if you basically pass 3,000 orders, let's say on January the 20th, you do it. Any orders that come in after that automatically go on hold. There's your nightmare right there. And PayPal, like I said, I explained to them, look, understand you are a multi-million-dollar corporation or a billion-dollar corporation, whatever you want to call them, but companies, big companies such like this, do crumble and disappear. Toys R Us, major multi-billion-dollar corporation. But Wiser, what they're going through right now, yeah, like I said, one little slip up, one little mistake, your entire business can go whoop right there today, gone tomorrow. There are tons of corporations and J.C. Penney's and all these other companies, Circuit City, multi-billion-dollar corporation, Silos, another big corporation. But no, easy here today, gone tomorrow. Look at Radio Shack, like I said. So stuff like this, decisions that whoever came with this idea in a boardroom needs to be taken outside and slapped with a rubber hose, because this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. So you're literally penalizing your customers. Now, does it affect us in a way? Not really, because honestly, I'm under contract. If I was basically dealing with customers only, then this would pretty much be a headache for me. But with us, because we're dealing with contracts, we're still going to get paid at the end of the day, but we're not doing it through PayPal. There's no way in the world on God's green earth I would ever have that money go through PayPal, because again, out of 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, even 10,000 order, we would basically knock out the threshold, even at 10 grand. And if we want anything higher than that, we still have to get the approval from PayPal to get a higher threshold. It's too much of a headache. So keep in mind, if you got like 10 orders after the threshold and you hit it, the limit, and they put all your orders on hold after that, that means every single order that comes through, you have to go in and you'll have to file these forms. It's a headache. Yep. So, well, again, because of this, I'm not going to, we're not shipping overseas anymore, because it's just too much of a headache. Shipping info. So we're just taking orders from the United States only. Oh, we got how many did I put in there? Because it's too much of a headache. Now, to the naysayers, because again, you're always getting things mixed up and you don't understand how things work. The only people that would be having this chat are people that are hitting 3,000 orders before the end of the month. You have the entire month in order to stay within $3,000. We go way beyond that. So again, it's not a bad thing. They say it's not a bad thing because it shows that you are basically showing progress. And when you show progress, if you had PayPal long enough, you would know there's perks, something called working capital. If you ever had a chance to work with working capital gives your company large loans. Now, because of that, and because we were raised to a 10,000 limit, we are now eligible for 250K of loans from PayPal through working capital because of that. But that would be great if I didn't have the contracts. If I didn't have the contracts, then that'd be fantastic. But now that I do have the contracts, I'm not really worried about that at all, period. I mean, I can get funding for my company with no problem whatsoever because I have investors now. But other than that, for anybody else, this is going to be a nightmare for you. Now, if you're a person who basically depends when an order pushes through, well, if you're not hitting that 3,000 mark, you ain't really worried about that. We hit the 3,000 mark easy. We hit the 3,000 mark with 8 orders. But anyway, if you're a person where basically you depend on the orders when they come through to be to process the orders, this is going to be a nightmare for you because you can't touch any of that money until you can show proof that the item has been shipped over. Hold on for a minute. I gotta grab a printout for this. Wait, this is here. Where's the PayPal account here? Buyer shipping label. Yes, sirree. But yeah, as for the haters come there and say, well, no, it's not just for me, it's for everybody. This policy is for everybody. This is where you haters at the end of the day have to learn to crack some books because you sound like idiots. Yeah, it's for everybody. Everybody has to go through this. If you hit the 3,000. It's good that you're hitting 3,000. That's fantastic if you're hitting 3,000 orders before the end of the month. But it's bad because, again, or these are going up the day anyway. It's bad because you'll be penalized for it. Let's see, this is going to go through. Where's my labels? Not that. I need the packing labels. So there we go. Check this all about. I need customize. I need flat rate envelope, padded flat rate envelope. So I'm on my way to the post office right now to drop off this. One of these has a hold on it, and I'm still shipping out. They said we ship it out, we get our money even faster. So that's how I'm doing it from now on. All right, flat rate envelope padded tomorrow. All right, rates. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you do place an order and you're overseas, money will be returned back to your account because we can't process the order. Again, because of this whole policy, it automatically goes on hold from the door. And that's going to be a headache. Now, for those people that are hitting that mark, yeah, like I said, it's going to be a headache. So you'll have to contact PayPal and see if they'll approve you for a the ability to be able to have a higher threshold on your account. Which again, I think is really stupid that you have to get the approval first, because and I was telling the guys that that's pretty stupid. I said if the customer is showing it, the merchant is showing it, they're actually hitting that threshold, that should automatically give them the ability to go even higher if they want. Why do they have to go through an approval to get that? So what if they don't get the approval? That means they're stuck at the 3,000 threshold. But you can apply every 30 days. Like, who the frick want to sit there and apply every 30 days and go through the fact that if I hit over 3,000, I'm going to be my orders will go on hold. Nobody wants to go through that headache. That's just too much work. I'm definitely going to be transferring through bank. Matter of fact, let me look at these options, because I know Wix has options on here for certain things. Yeah, we're going to print this as print. My cat is out there losing his mind. Taka, why are you losing your mind out the window? All right, this is one right here. Oh, sorry, babe, I'm taking an order for a customer. All right, that's done. Yes, send that through. Well, I can tell you, these people are already scared already. They're trying to get me sign documents. Ain't gonna happen. I'll see them in court. Sorry, people. I got a lawsuit coming up pretty soon. I'm suing somebody for something stupid. We're not signing no documents. That is not gonna happen. I'll show that to the lawyers and the judge. Some guys trying to get me to sign some document. That's not gonna happen. This guy's not even my attorney anymore. One of my attorneys messed up. He got a legal malpractice lawsuit coming at him pretty soon. After my case is over, I'm gonna file a legal malpractice lawsuit and take his license from him. He messed up. Now he's trying to get me to sign a document that clears him of it. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get your license. That's why I said don't play around with people at the end of the day. Lost his mind. I'm gonna print this out too. I'm gonna copy this for the judge. right, sorry about that. Some other business I'm taking care of right now. Get some more. Okay, going on, leaves the file. Gee whiz, what was written in this document? Hold on a minute. Oh, somebody's getting sued big time. I actually just got an email. This was not supposed to come to me. This is an email conversation between my ex-attorney and a conversation with the attorney for the property management. Well, that's not going to go well. Let's get that to my attorney. Anyway, let's move on from here. All right, let me see. I got to get his order one out. Let me go get this real quick. Where's the label for him? It's got to be here. This is it right here. Now, we got to clear it up because we have individuals, again, who do talk and they have a habit of looking very stupid on camera. This particular policy is for everybody, not just for one person. It's for everybody. It has nothing to do with scamming and this and the other because, again, this is coming from an individual who's scammed a lot of people. But we're not going to talk about it. We have other things to do. We know what he's done. But anyway, this is a policy if you're making too much money. That's what it feels like. If you're making too much money, they have basically put these holds on your account. And then from there, you have to apply for to lift the limits off your account, which is stupid. Again, like I said, it doesn't make a difference if you just started with PayPal. You've been with them forever. I've been with PayPal over 12 years, and we got hit with it. So basically, anybody, if you're making $3,000, you're going to be hit with this. This is what's going to pop up. And you'll notice, like when you get orders after that 3,000 limit, they'll go on hold. They can be released if you send a tracking number. That's the fastest way to do it. Or you can basically I applied for 2 of them for them to raise their limit. We got it to 10,000, but still, 10,000 still not going to be high enough because, again, if any of the orders come in, with orders are going to be coming out, more orders coming in for the companies I'm doing business with, this is definitely going to hit that mark with no problem, and we're going to have issues with that. So how my solution for me is the banking accounts that I have set up, they're going to be for companies only. We're going to be doing wire transfer for routing numbers back and forth with the companies we're doing business with. Nothing new. I don't want any more new companies, but this is companies we're working with right now. So this way we don't have to worry about any PayPal threshold. If we get a large order to come through, which are they're pretty big orders, 3,000, 5,000, maybe $10,000 orders, and we don't have to worry about hitting any threshold at all, period, dealing with PayPal. We'll have the customers only for the PayPal because that's the best way from there. Because again, as I said before, the reason why the threshold was getting hit, so actually we had the threshold maxing out before in the middle because of the larger orders we were getting from the installs. They were triggering off the max out. My goodness, I still can't believe, and I can't understand that why in the world they had that there to begin with. There's no purpose to have that in there. But yeah, so I'm going to have a conversation with the people that we have contracts under, explain to them that we're going to be doing routing number transfers, transfer money through routing numbers, because there's no threshold, no headache with that with the banks. And for the customers, we'll have you on PayPal because again, we'll have more room to breathe with the 10,000 limit. But again, we have to worry about any of the larger orders coming through and matching that out or tilting the scale. Like I said, really dumb decision. Now imagine people who don't have any other contracts coming in, it's just customers only, and they're doing really, really good, they're making really good sales, and they hit that 3,000 mark, they're in trouble. Because again, any orders that come in, they can't touch the money. The money's automatically going to be put on hold for 21 days, or you can speed it up by basically shipping out the item. So that's what you're going to have to go through. And they got all these little policies in place for other things that take 7 or 8 days and whatever. And that's if you are approved. You may not even get approved for the ability to lift your limit. At that, they said they could basically decrease, which is actually another nightmare for some people to worry about in the day. We don't worry about that. They decide that they don't want to play nice. We'll just leave PayPal. And again, oh shoot, out of paper? Really? I'm going to put paper in there. We can deal with contracts only. Yeah, we know we're out of paper. Shipping label. So, on our end, we shouldn't have, since now we're not going to push the company orders through PayPal anymore. We don't have to worry about hitting that threshold. And we'll just leave that for the customers, which is going to increase because the more people who see, oh, I forgot about that. How are we going to go about that too? I have talked about that too. Because our range is going to be on showcase in this this cigar lounge. So I guess they're going to be processing and taking care of the orders and all that on that end. I guess we'll figure it out when we sit down for these contracts. Ouch, Mother George. All right, so keep in mind, we've already passed the threshold. We already passed. We have orders that went on hold. So just so you know, if your order, you place an order, it's still going through. I get order right now, I'm processing right now, is going out right now. So PayPal ensures we can ship the item out even if it's on hold, and this will allow the funds will turn to our account even faster. But you're still going to be shipped out. There's no way in the world I'm going to have you wait 21 days because of their stupid policy at the end of the day, or 7 days, whatever that dumb nonsense is about. Another more paperwork they want us to fill out. We're not going through that crap. Your order goes through, we're shipping it out, which I'm doing right now. So I got to go to the post office today. I got 2 orders that just went on hold because we hit the 3,000 mark. So yeah, we're gonna PayPal on their stupid policies, man. Never heard of that before. And we're not penalizing our merchants. Yes, that's penalizing a merchant for making too much money. You literally just penalize them. I don't even know why you would even have to have that in there. What is the purpose of having that in there? And then tell them that, oh, if you want to lift that hold, you got to go. We applied for 2 of them to make sure one fails and the other one goes through. Look at this, man. This is what I'm making this month. We're not even at the end of the month yet. 9 orders, and I'm at 3,988. We were way over the threshold at 9 orders. That tells you what our average sales come from. That's 9 orders. So if that's 9 orders and we get a 10,000 limit right now, we went from 3,000 to a 10,000 limit. We're going to hit that so fast it's not going to be funny. And that's 9 orders. I get 10 orders that come through. Yeah, that's why I told you when I sat there and said on camera, I don't need many orders. 2 orders a day, I'm good. That's all I have to do is 2 orders and I'm done for the day. But 9 orders, this is 9 orders for the month. We're not even at the end of the month yet. So once we hit about 10 orders, about 10, 15, and 20 orders. We 20 orders in. Gee whiz, we're definitely going to hit that. I can see that one coming. I'm going to hit the 10,000 mark easy. That's just a freaking headache, I swear. Okay. This is what we were making international. So that gives us a record. International, we're making on that. And then from domestic, from there. And it shows different countries, or countries our sites hit. This is why you have to tweak your search engine optimizer, as it allows you to reach those countries. It's a shame because now we can't do business with those countries due to the fact that with PayPal's policy, it makes it very impossible to actually do that, because again, either they'll have to wait 21 days, and we're going to hit the 10,000 cap. We're going to be stuck in the same situation where we're just going to have to apply again for something even higher. And then we hit that cap, we got to apply for something higher. We got to keep going through this bull crap. So it's a bit of a headache. And then either that, if we send out the tracking number, we have to wait for it to get there. I got a better chance of getting my money faster in the United States than overseas. That's why we had to cut off overseas orders, because of that mess. And PayPal, I know you think this is a good policy. I know you think this is helping out. I know this is going to crumble your company. It is, it really is. I love when multi-million-dollar corporations think they're untouchable. Yeah, you tell that to other stores out there that thought the same thing. Circuit City and all those other companies, Kitty City and freaking Toys R Us, multi-million-dollar giants that basically crumbled into nothing because they made dumb decisions. And this is pretty much where you're going to be hitting that pretty soon. If someone out there does have another company that does these kind of transactions, yeah, you're coming up next, because this one's going to be going out. If it keeps this up with this freaking threshold nonsense, this is going to be a problem, because what's going to happen is merchants aren't going to want to deal with this. This is a headache. And what they're going to do is going to go to banks. And that's where I'm going. I actually set 2 accounts up yesterday, business accounts with banks. There's no way in the world would ever transfer that money that I'm getting from my bigger contracts over to PayPal, because it would be a complete headache. I already had one incident happen. I had $726 transferred to the account on an order for 2 screens we were painting in with the dedicated black Cinemax, and automatically they put like half of it on hold. I'm like, what the freak? Oh, you passed a certain threshold. We have to put this on hold. They allowed for some of the funds to be released because we had that one-time release, but the rest of them stayed on hold. Freaking headache. Oh, I forgot. There's another option, and this is even more messed up. The customer can call in to PayPal, and they can release the funds. Yeah, dumb that sounds at the end of the day. That's extremely stupid. Number one, it's really hard to sell things online because, again, you have to be able to prove that your product works. So you're selling a product that the customer physically can't see. Okay, they can see it, but they can't. It's not actually there for them to actually try it out. It's not there. So you have to make a product so the customer can see that this technology right. This is where tons of testing, which I can't express that enough, and tons of demonstrations coming. This is why we have over like 8,000 demonstrations, because we've done just about everything you possibly think of. You have to be to back it up 100%. So with that being said, it's a lot of freaking work. But if you have a customer who's buying from a website, he's not familiar with it, he or she could be a little bit skeptical about it. To have them process an order and have the order go on hold, and then in order for them, you could basically ship it out to them. You can do it that way, which, that's the way we're going, which is much better. And if they don't have the money in their banking accounts, which means they're expecting for that when that order comes through to take out some of that money to make the product, they can't do that because again, their money's on hold. But they can get it released another way. The customer can be advised to call in to release the funds. This right here from the door is going to cause customers to push away from businesses that are just starting out because they're going to figure that something's wrong with their account or their business. If I have to call in through PayPal to release money that I sent to them that should have been released from the door, that's going to cause a headache. And if a business is just starting out and they have to go through that, and you're trying to build trust already, and now the customer has to call in to release funds to pay for an item, yeah, they're not going to bother with that company at all, period. So that company going through that situation is going to walk away from PayPal and go to a bank instead and do a credit card, debit card transaction account. And that's what they're going to do. PayPal's going to lose money on that. Big mistake. It should never came with that threshold nonsense. Anytime we go through something going on hold, unless the account shows something's funny with it, that was sent by e-check or something like that, then money goes on hold. But not because you made too much money, because you paid $3,000 in orders. It shouldn't be that way. So let me see if we got to go right here. I'm done right here. I got to get this order out the door for this customer. Let me see. We got him right here, and we got the new paint coming out. Boo, 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 boo. All right, well, that's basically about it. We do have little updates real quick. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. We do have a gamer paint coming out for the Cinemax True Gamer coming out. We're doing that for a screen we're going to be setting up in one of the at the Legacy Cigar Lounge. We're going to be doing a gaming screen over there, including the liquid screen for the fish tanks. We're doing that over there too, and the giant Cinemax screen for basically fights and movies and all other good stuff. Hey Taco, what's up? Tell me about it. Wow. Let's get these orders done. All right, people, that's basically about it. I gotta go. I got orders to take care of. You fluffy monster, you. Oh, let me get up, Taco, because I do not want to be tripping over you today. Mounts. Mounts. You and your mounts. Can you move? Can you see? Really, you want to get hit with the stand in the face? Gee whiz. Move out of the way. Chop, chop. Move. I swear, man, there's something really wrong with cats at the end of the day. That they'll sit there, you're rushing, you got things to do, and they will sit there and walk right in front of you as slow as they possibly can. Get out of my way. What's wrong with you, you French knucklehead? Get out of my path. Gotta be careful. I have boxes in my corners, therefore my place is considered to be filthy. No, those are containers and cat food and everything else and stuff I had to order, which I have to get out today. It's just my neatly boxed items right there that I had to order for my company and also for myself. But we had someone who saw my boxes in the corner like, oh my God, this place is such a mess. Yeah, right. All right, let me go over here. Quick. Yeah, that's gonna be a crying shame. Real crying shame for some people. They're gonna have to go through some crap because of that, man. Definitely stupid decision. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. I don't know who came up with a bright idea for that one. That was real stupid. Look at ties over here. these are 2 orders that are going out for the Legacy. Can't say it right. I gotta remember for the Legacy Cigar Lounge. Sorry about that. I do apologize. And this is the fish tank screen paint, and this can only be ordered on our Exotic website. We'll be showing this off. It's a demonstration pretty soon. That's yours right there. Someone had ordered 24 ounces. Just to let you know, you got upgraded to 32 because we didn't have any 24 containers left. So you got 32 ounces. This is all we have left. And that's the last orders to have to go out. Which I'll be taking care of that. Matter of fact, I have to go in and void my labels because they're not going to be out on time. I think I might have to push those out on Saturday instead. Woo! Yeah, you learn to move out of the way, man. I don't know what your problem is sometimes. Ugh. Sorry about that, people. Let me check on that real quick. So let me see. That's a bad decision. I don't know why PayPal is doing this, but bad decision, PayPal. Very bad decision. To do that, you're going to hurt your merchants with that mess. Let me see. I need to come out of this. No. We need the tracking number for there. Where's my tracking number? Tracking number. I get that. Nope. I need to add this then. All right, I'm gonna send my tracking number over to them. I have to know we're shipping the item today. Gee whiz, I swear. So 2 orders we had on the table, those are on hold. We're shipping them out right now. I'm taking care of. All right, let me see. Saturday, I'm going to be on site. So I'm going to be at the Legacy Cigar Lounge over there. Also, we're going to be installing in the window display over there, and I'm going to be putting in the light displays for the fish tank on Saturday. Today was supposed to be a day off, but that didn't go too well. Let me see. We'll go over things out. Yeah, I was supposed to be sitting back, watching some TV. Oh, I will be picking up a PS5. Not because I need it. I need it for work. It's not a big thing for me. I need it for work because we have a Cinemax gamer coming out. I'm developing it for the Legacy Cigar Lounge. I'm actually developing it for them, but we are going to have it available for customers. So we're going to be developing that today. I'm testing it out, and I will be getting a PS5. Now, not only am I doing the lounge, but I'm also going to be doing their home. They want that technology embedded in their homes. So, he's picking up a P2. Yep, a P2 projector. because they want to do all ultra throw setups in there. Want them like TVs. So you'll get a chance to see me in their home showing off the technology on a, probably gonna do 100, we can do a 150-inch screen easy with the P2. Where are we at on this? Come on. I gotta be out the door in a few minutes. So no, for our customers, if we pass that threshold, your order's still going out regardless. And we already made sure we contacted PayPal because I don't want them to say, well, you can't ship it out because it has a hold on it. No, make sure we can. We got the okay that we can, so you will ship out. We got 2 on the table right now. There are holds on those accounts because, like I said, due to the fact that we passed that threshold. We're way over that threshold. As you can see, way over it. All right, let me see. Okay, I got logged in here. All right, get this taken care of. I'll send them over the tracking number. I don't understand why you gotta send tracking numbers to PayPal if you actually made the freaking tracking number in PayPal. What the freak is that all about? When you send us information, I did all the transactions to your freaking accounts. How come you don't have copies of this? I'm the only one who has copies of this. It can't be right. All right, people, I gotta go. I gotta make a phone call real quick. Get these orders out the door, get these customers taken care of. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.